Hello everybody, it's me. It is October 27th. I'm sitting in my bed. I just got ready for work. And I'm hiding so that nobody comes and bothers me because we decided not to talk this kind of around Scarlett, and I really don't have a chance of being without her unless I'm in my bed, which I am. So a little update on what's going on. We found out that the embryo did not stick. We had an unsuccessful fresh IVF transfer. I've known pretty much since last Friday or Saturday. I knew for sure on Sunday, and then I had my blood test this Tuesday that was also negative. I had no symptoms. I felt fine. I didn't listen to myself and not take any pregnancy tests. I took a ton. They were all negative, and I knew based on the age of the embryo, if it had implanted, we would for sure get a positive. So I have been mourning pretty much since last Sunday. You can hear the cat. The cat really wants to come in, but I won't let her. She knows I'm hiding and the door's closed. So she's crying. Yeah, so I am not pregnant, unfortunately. I had a really hard time when we found out that I was not. I think we very naively thought this was going to work the first time. Because there really is nothing. Sorry about a hair in my eye. There was nothing, and there is nothing wrong with me and my body, and there's no reason for a pregnancy not to stick. You know what I mean? It's not a female factor, it's not Matt's factor, so we figured if we had a healthy embryo, that if we put it in, it would stick, and that would be the end of it. And unfortunately, that was not the case. So I'm finally in a much better place now that my hormones have balanced out, but I had a really, really hard 3 days. They had me stop. I was slowly tapering down my meds before I went in for my beta because I knew it was negative, and just because of how badly I react when I start and stop stuff, I wanted to at least give myself a gradual step down before I did stop everything. So I stopped everything on Tuesday, got my period yesterday, and it's hellacious. I already had not super great periods to begin with, I think, as most women would say. But because of, I think, all the medications, it is horrible. I also was pretty much crying nonstop. I was crying at work. I was crying at home. I was crying surrounded by people. I was crying by myself. And I really appreciate everybody who's helped me during this time. I'm trying to think. I really struggled. And I didn't really... I blame a lot of it on the hormones too, because I pride myself in being able to control my emotions and myself, and pretty much could not do that with the hormones. I mean, we knew there was a lower chance of the fresh being successful, but again, we assumed that it would be successful because of our age and everything. We've got everything stacked for us and not against us. So I have been beating myself up pretty bad. I did everything they told me to do. I rested, I walked, I drank pomegranate juice, I ate pineapple core, I kept my feet warm, I did acupuncture. I mean, I did everything in my power to make this successful. I had a meeting with Dr. Jacobs yesterday, kind of like a post-IVF get-together. Matt couldn't go, he actually had a different doctor's appointment, so it was just me. And I sat down and I talked with him about everything, and you know, I asked why didn't this work? What is wrong with me that this is not successful? And he essentially told me to stop and to quit beating myself up, and he said it had nothing to do with me and that it must have just been the embryo. We did not genetically test any of our embryos. It's $6,000 out of pocket. He doesn't recommend it in our age group anyway. So based on those two things, we just didn't do it. And he said it had nothing to do with me. My labs were perfect, he said. My progesterone, my estrogen were spot on. My uterus was fine. My endometrium was perfect density. It was a bad embryo. I don't know if that makes you feel any better. I'm still blaming myself. But I guess it's just like any other pregnancy. You run that risk of it not being a healthy pregnancy. And I'd much rather this have happened than it implanting and in 3 weeks from now, because it was genetically abnormal, having a miscarriage. I'd much rather just not be pregnant. So that was really, really hard, and really hard on Scarlett. A lot harder on her than I thought it was going to be. She started crying, said she did not want to do this anymore, that she wanted me to stop, and that was it. And nope, you were sick, you were miserable, and she said, no, Mama, we're not doing this anymore, and it's okay, we don't need another baby, and I don't need a brother or a sister, and we're not doing it again. And I told her, well, Daddy and I will talk about it. It's a mommy and daddy decision. And she said that she was sad for us. This is like what's gonna make me cry, because she knows how much we want a baby. And it kind of clicked with me that maybe she thought that we didn't consider her our baby, and that for the last 6 months we have been so baby, this is what we're doing so we can have a baby. Mommy's sick so that we can have a baby. And I worried that maybe she thought that we didn't think that she was our baby, or that she was not enough. Because like she said, she knew how much I wanted to have a baby, and I told her that I have a baby. I have her. And that I'm grateful for her, and I don't need any other babies because I have her, and if we did have another, it would just be a bonus. And I told her that it was okay if we didn't have any other children or any more brothers and sisters, and that we have lots of friends that have babies and kids, and we are surrounded by family, and that's okay too, and maybe that's what will happen, and we have you and you're our baby, and that's plenty of babies as far as I'm concerned, and we love you. So that really, really hit me hard, because it has really impacted me. Anyone who has been around me the last 6 months knows just how much of a beating I have taken. My body, my mind, and we knew it was impacting Scarlett because she sees me sick, and she sees me in bed, and she sees me not feeling well, and not being able to hold her, and doing shots, and I just didn't realize how much it was impacting her. So we have decided that we are not going to discuss further with her what we're doing. And I mean, I'm glad we included her. I think it was very important. I did not want to lie to her about feeling sick. I wanted her to understand that I wasn't because I didn't want to be around, or that, whatnot. It just, this is what we're doing, and it's making me not feel good. Luckily, moving forward, I will not be doing those medications that will make me sick. I'm just started birth control again. I did not think I would have to do that, but alas, here I am on birth control again. I won't have to do any more injections up until 5 days before our next transfer. We did decide to do another transfer this year. We're going to do a frozen transfer the end of November. So I'm really excited about that. It was a little bit quicker than I thought. I thought we were going to be like mid-December, but he said, nope, my body is ready. As long as I was okay mentally, that he said, let's just do it. Let's do it in November. So I'm excited. I'm grateful to have the next couple weeks with no constant poking. Except for I'm getting my blood drawn still weekly, or bi-weekly, or tri-weekly, depending on the day, the week. But I do feel a hell of a lot better now that my hormones have kind of like leveled out. But it's been really, really tough the last couple days, and I'm using this month kind of like to regroup. My birthday is next Friday actually, and I initially was very angry, very frustrated, did not want to celebrate my birthday because what a shitty birthday present to myself, not being able to get pregnant. And I kind of had to like pull myself back and remind myself that, this birthday is a fresh start. We have another transfer, at the end of November. This is my 29th year. It's going to be a great year. We're closing out year 28, and it's okay that it wasn't successful, and I'm going to drink, I'm going to go party with my family, and I'm going to have a really wonderful birthday. And then Matt and I are going to go away for a weekend, and then it's Thanksgiving, and then we're going to do our transfer. So a lot of really great things are happening, so I can't complain about that. And focusing on Scarlett, we've done 2 pumpkin patches. Tomorrow she's got ballet. Sunday we've got Arabella's birthday party. We're going trick-or-treating. Monday she is cutting off 8 inches of hair to donate because she's a badass, awesome kid who wants to give back to kids that don't have hair, who have cancer or are sick. She's awesome. We're gonna do pumpkins, and then it's Halloween, which I'm gonna dress up like a mermaid because why the hell not? So yeah, I'm finally in a much better place mentally. I'm gonna be doing acupuncture once a week starting next week, the day before my transfer and the day after my transfer, as well as bi-weekly chiropractics. And if anybody knows of a yoga studio in the Fox Lake area that's reasonably priced, let me know, because I would also like to do that. Changing my diet, but Dr. Jacobs again reminded me to stop. It was nothing I did wrong, chill the F out essentially, and he feels very confident that this will work. Maybe not this time, but it will work, he said. So I trust him not to bullshit us. He's one of the top IVF doctors in the country. So I know that if he did not feel like this was going to be successful, he would tell us. So that's where we're at. Thank you again, everybody, for the love and support. We truly appreciate it, myself especially. It's been a really hard 6 months, so I'm hoping for a little bit of relief, at least from being poked. Kind of, not as much. And I definitely won't be sick, so I'm really excited about that. But I have to go finish getting ready for work, I should say. And thank you all. I love you. I appreciate you all, and stay tuned.